Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check. May I ask you a question? I need perhaps your assistance. Maybe you can help me. Mrs. L and I were trying to figure something out. We received, as have many, many people, indications, notices that on July the 26th or something, the photo stream on Apple will somehow be discontinued, and photos will be sent, I think, to iCloud. And we're saying, okay, how do you do this? Well, go to photos. Okay, photos. Go to albums. Find photo stream. Where's photo stream? I can't find it. She can't find it. Where the hell is photo stream? That's my one thing. Where the hell is photo stream? Have you seen this? What is going on here? Then today, we look outside. Did we ever figure out what was flying over the Hudson River? There was a banner, like a plane pulling a banner, a notice. And it said, what was it, gender something or other? We couldn't even read it. What? Gender what?
Gender realities.
Is it, do we ever look up what that was?
No, because I couldn't.
All right. Gender realities, is it .com? We could barely read it. We couldn't even see it. Anyways, flying around, is this pro? Is this... So anyway, so between that and the photo stream, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is... What is happening? I'm pretty good at this stuff. I'm not exactly a dummy. Where's photo stream? What are they talking about? Is this a joke? Have you seen this? Am I the only one who has been through this? Then, this is my favorite. Then, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this, but I want to do this. It means a lot to me because I'm petty. Maybe I'm just petty. Maybe I'm just a petty person. I'm very petty. But there are people, I swear to God. By the way, anybody with a phone, Liz, I don't know if you have an iPhone, but check this iPhone on July 20 something or whatever. All your photos are gone, or they're going to be deleted, or something's going to happen. And about photo stream. So I'll call one of our friends at the Apple Tech, which are very nice people. Very, very nice. So then, I don't know how to say this, but I'm just going to say it. I have these, I guess I'm petty. I think I said this. I do not understand look at me. I do not understand this. I will never understand this. Maybe you know people like this. Do you have friends like this who say, here I am. Remember the skinny arm pose? Nobody does this anymore. Remember the skinny arm pose? Remember that? It was big. It was huge. Every woman held her hand like they broke the shoulder or something, like it was at a weird angle. And that was the skinny arm pose. So I guess if people had fat arms or it made it look like you had a skinny arm, I don't know. But every woman, every single... You could go to a convent and see sequestered nuns, and they would have the skinny arm pose. Everywhere you went. What are you doing? What is this? Why are you doing this? I don't know. Why are you doing this? Because that's the way you do. But you look stupid. I know. But everybody does that. They don't do that anymore. Have you noticed it? They don't do it. You don't see it. Don't see any more skinny arm pose. How many of you ladies remember Glamour Shot? Was it Glamour Shot? They were in the mall. Remember that Glamour Shot? Where you had this weird look where you turn your head like this? Like you broke your neck or something? Remember that? It was this weird thing in the mall. Glamour shots. Glamour shots or something. And women and everybody, everybody, aunts, uncle, everybody had their glamour shop. I'm thinking, is this glamorous? And one time my mother got it. And I said, excuse me. I said, may I just say something? I said, that is glamorous. May I just say something to you? That is a glamour. Did you know that? I noticed you're in a glamour set. What exactly? And now we get into the ontological, epistemological aspects of glamour. What is glamour? And does this qualify as glamour? How does this work? What is glamour? How all of these things fascinate me. In any event, just got an interesting one right now. Interesting picture. Fascinating. I got to get this note. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. I normally don't do this, but this is very good. I'm trying to get a word maybe on my photo stream. How's my photo stream doing? How's your stream? Which is a very important thing. All right. So anyway, I don't understand that. And I thought to myself, why are people having pictures of a glamour shop? Why? I don't know. I've only had a picture done professionally for a headshot. You got to have one. You're on a radio station, TV, and that's it. That's the headshot. Or maybe a thumbnail or some kind of thing like that. If Mrs. Allen and I are someplace, hey, here we are, my picture. But it's not, look at me. It's kind of like, look, a farm. Whatever it is. And then something happened a while back, which maybe you can help me with. And this, I think, has gone away. I'm not sure. It's called duck lips or fish lips. I don't know where this came from. I don't know where somebody said, hey, this is sexy. So when people would start to how do I say that? Interesting. My friend just sent me, there's an old picture of me. There's an old picture of me, an old headshot in a movie. So my friend just sent me a picture of it. Okay, whatever it's worth. All right. So the duck lips. The duck lips were this. I think it looks, as we say, babbo. Now, babbo in Roman means daddy. That's daddy. Babbo. Or babu, maybe. It's more Sicilian. Babbo. Babbo is daddy. But babbo. You look like a babbo in one of these people. I don't know why they look like this. I don't know what the story is. But this is the so there's one from we have whenever she takes a picture, she makes it look like this, and I can't help it because I'm petty. Say, excuse me, what are you doing? Are you having a mild stroke? Is this an ischemic attack? What are you doing? What's your mouth? Did a bug get in your mouth? Why are you doing that? Is everything all right? Yeah, you're okay, right? I'm pretty good at being able to tell the signs of a stroke. And maybe you might be having one because all of a sudden you were talking and no, it's like you're kissing the invisible man. What's going on here? Why are you doing this? Is this sexy? Does this turn you from to hey? Because you're puckering your lips? Is that it? Fill me in on this one. I don't know where this goes. So before you did that, you were whatever it is. But you are demonstrably and significantly more attractive now because of the fact that you've got that. Okay. All right, I'm buying it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sure. I'm I don't understand this. I do not understand this. I swear to God, there's something, and the internet to an extent has caused tremendous. And my friends, as I get older, oh my God. the people I know, the people who are just, I guess, in my age range. Look, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. This is it. Whatever it is. Gray hair, no hair, hair falls like this. You can lose weight. You might want to try that. You might want to try losing weight. No, I mean, instead of making the duck lips and making the whatever it is, you might want to lose a few pounds. You ever think about that? Because when you get older, they stick. They stick. What you used to eat when you were younger, forget it. You know that, right? You don't know that. But you want to make the duck lips instead. I see. So that's attractive. See, most people don't realize it. Oh, hey. Do you have friends who don't know anything? Aside from the photo stream. I don't know whether my photo stream is. Do you understand? People, do you have friends who ever say, hey, how about that Paris? Huh? Paris? Paris? Yeah, you watching what's going on in Paris? No, what's going on in Paris? You don't know what's going on? No. Don't you? Do you have friends like this? Don't you want to say, oh my God. Oh my God. You found it. Good for you. We're getting to the bottom of this.
Well, I think we're okay, but not 100%.
Mrs. L can find anything online. Anything. Anybody? Anything? Jimmy Hoffa? Name it. It's just, I swear to God, I am so, I hate people again. I cannot stand. The other day we had lunch with a friend of ours. It's one of the few people I can stand. And you know what I loved? I'm going to tell you this right now. And please let me just speak to you normally without getting real heavy. Because we'll talk about reclaiming our culture, which we can't, because it's over with. It's just gone. But I love going to, they have these old places, like an old, there's this one place we like to go to. It was right around the time of George Washington. Jersey's got a lot of George Washington Revolutionary War stuff. And you walk in, and who loves the smell of a basement? That kind of a sweet but good moldy smell of a basement. You know what I mean? It's woody, it's mold, it sounds like years and years. I walked by, there was a building, I guess they were renovating, I forget where it was. Yeah, I guess it was, yeah. And I smelled it. I love it, that smell. Because we never had basements in Florida. Never. And that smell of old. Don't you love that? Don't ask me why. I love that smell. I love the smell of a basement. I love the smell. I don't know why. I have no idea what it is. I love it. In Israel, when you go in Jerusalem, when you go below the street, there's this part you walk down. I mean, really, it's in pitch black, and you can barely get by. And if you're claustrophobic or you don't like, but you keep going down, and the guide says, "Okay, here we are. We're almost to the Romans. We're going down to the period of the Romans." He goes, "Right out. This is it. This is the time of the birth of Christ. Right around here." And it goes even before. And there was a smell that was so funky, so musty. It was beautiful. It was really, really. This is, oh my God, 2,000 years old. You ever smell 2,000 years? That's something. Old books, yes. Jen says, I like book smells. Isn't that something? What is it? I just, Jen is a mold phobic person. You're a mysophobic, which is also a germ phobic. But there are just some incredible. Did you know that right now there are going to be AI models that will be able to smell Alzheimer's, cancer? Did you know that? Crank that baby up. Did you know that? Now I hope it doesn't say, no, we don't want to do this anymore. What do you mean? Well, we just don't like you. We don't want to help you detect cancer. I hope that doesn't happen. Because remember, it's consciousness. But just imagine if all of a sudden this thing says, uh-oh, yeah, I smell it. Wouldn't that be something people smell Alzheimer's or smell some type of cancer ahead of time? It would be the most incredible thing in the world. Through smell. We lose smell. We lose smell. We have nothing anymore. We have lost by virtue of our own development. Maybe we can smell like when rain's coming or snow. You can kind of the electrons or whatever it is. As I'm looking around the rest of the world, I realize the following. It's all going at some point to come to some form of end, but I don't know when. When do you think it's going to end? And what form and by what year? Today we heard there's Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. I don't know if it's going to end. I don't know what they mean by ending. Have you heard this before? It's going to end. I don't think it's going to be a bomb or anything. But I do know that we are being set up for a catastrophic movement. Did you see France? France. Let me ask you something. And I want you to listen to me carefully. And I want you to just answer my question. Wouldn't you love to hear of a country where there is a tragedy? Not this. You don't want to hear tragedy. A young man, African, Italian, whatever, pulled over by police. Maybe there's a shooting. Tragic. And instead of saying, let's get to the bottom of what this is, all of a sudden there is a huge riot all over the world, all over the country. And all of a sudden, now think about this, could be France, could be Belgium, could be Germany, Berlin, I don't know. Spain, Madrid, who knows? Where all of a sudden, you're watching this, somebody says, no, wait, watch this. And all of a sudden somebody says, okay, move them in. And all of a sudden, tanks, you're welcome. Tanks, military personnel carriers, armed helicopters, troops. Did you ever see those? I saw them, they use them here in New York during the Republican National Convention, where all of a sudden the police would just wrap you up in my love, all over. By the way, you buying that Madonna story about the peptic syndrome? Mm-hmm. I think we know what that's about. Anyway. Have you seen that? They had this plastic, fence, and the police would just surround you. And all of a sudden, hey, we're in a fence. And they would just corral you. And that was it. Wouldn't you love to see the cops say, all right, that's it. They grab the looters, grab them, throw them in the back of a van, and it's done in a minute. The guy lights something, he's about to throw it, and immediately he's hit with some kind of new wave. Doesn't kill him, just turns their ambient temperature up like 200. They fall to the ground. They're not hurt, but it's over with. Wouldn't you love to see this? Wouldn't you love to say, holy wow? Can we see that again? This was the fastest. Did you ever see that guy on TV with the French guy with a knife, and he's sharpening it, and he's going like this, and he's making all these. Wouldn't you love to see this? And all of a sudden, there's this dart. It's like, what is this? He falls, and he's taken away. Wouldn't you love this? Wouldn't you love to see Law and Order? I think I would watch it over and over again, where they would say, uh-oh, don't do that. If you want to protest. Don't break stuff. That's it. See, this is the part, and I have a hard time with this. See, part of this, I don't believe everything I hear about China. I don't believe in it. I believe that China is authoritarian. I believe that China is control crazy. But I do not believe their main goal is because they are evil. I think they have a whole different idea of making sure they don't lose control. over the people that are there. Right now, the population, what do you think the population of China is? Quick, don't look right now. Just tell me. What do you think the population of China is? What do you think? 1.4 billion people. How about the biggest cities? The biggest cities in China. Look at this. Shanghai, 22 million. Beijing, 19 million. Shenzhen, Gesundheit, 17.5 million. Guangzhou, 16 million. We've got 8 here in 5 boroughs. Try 22. How about largest cities in the world? Look at this. Largest cities in the world. I think Mexico City was up there. I think number 1, the list of the largest cities. You ready for this? Number 1, Tokyo. 37 million. 37 million. This is 2018. Delhi, 28.5 million. Shanghai, 26 million. Sao Paulo, 22 million. Mexico City, 22 million. Cairo, 20 million. Mumbai, 20 million. Beijing, 19.5 million. Dhaka in Bangladesh, 90. Oh, New York City. Oh, no, it says New York. 18 million. No. That must be the city. I don't know what they mean by New York. Not 18. Maybe the state. Anyway. Now, let me tell you what I'm trying to say. And this is something that I can kind of sort of understand. And I'm not somebody who's Mr. Law and Order. That's not my thing. Okay, everybody. I'm telling you the truth. I would watch this like people watch porn. I would watch the police stopping riots. Just, that's it. Done. Let's play it back. Let's watch it again. Watch this. Here they come. Here the police come. And the next day, photo recognition. We know who you are. Come on. Is this you? Oh, the most incredible thing in the world. Wouldn't you love? Oh, we don't riot anymore. What? Oh, no, we don't riot. Antifa. Sorry, Antifa. Got to figure out something else to do. What? We don't riot anymore. What do you mean? Oh, no. I can't tell you what I would do if I was a. This is my. Ready for this? This is my latest thought experiment. My fantasy. I would be a despotic ruler, but I'd like people. And they would like me. And I would say, I'm going to beef with you. And somebody says, what? And I say, what's the matter? And I'm the leader. And they go, well, what? No, tell me, what is it? These people over there, who? We can't go to the park anymore. Why not? Because of these people, they're hoodlums. Oh, those people? Yeah. Oh, come back tomorrow. Hey, those people are gone. I know. Where'd they go? Don't worry about it. Are they okay? They're fine. Where'd they go? Don't worry about it. You got a problem? You call me. Nobody does that. First time, all of a sudden, the bad guys get there. They're going to say, did you happen to Dave and Larry? Yeah. They're gone. The ones who were causing the problem? Yeah. You don't think it's that new despotic leader, do you? I don't know. You think we should watch out? Nah, they may have left. Then the word gets out. No. We saw this van shows up, and they get in, and we don't see them again. I don't know where they go. But the troublemakers, they're just gone. And the word spreads. Wow. Did you hear about Murray? What? Well, Murray one time threw that brick through that window. Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, what happened? Murray's gone. He's gone? He's gone. And I'd be on TV all the time. Now listen. Don't make noise. We're very quiet at night. Turn your stereos down. Turn your music down. Have you heard that? Boom, boom, boom. I heard this car. I haven't heard that in a while, but that filthy, oh my God, kids are listening to this. I put an end to it. Gone. Hey, did you hear about Larry? Remember he played those speakers? Yeah. I don't know where he is. Really? Yeah, he's gone. Mower Man USA is here. Ladies and gentlemen, back after a long absence. Nothing would make me happier than to see someone put a decisive end to this nonsense. You are spot on regarding China. Ping's main objectives: keep this place under control, and I stay in charge. Mower Man, thank you. Where in the hell? By the way, this is for you. My friend, where in the hell have you been? This is like a voice from the past. See, I like Law and Order. I like this. My father had a friend years ago who tells this story. And he was in Spain during, Franco. During the regime, the totalitarian regime of Franco. Remember, Generalissimo Francisco Franco, remember, is still dead. And there was I think they went to the airport or something, and they had their bags. He goes, come on, let's go. We'll go to the car. Just leave your bags, and we'll go to the car, and then no, should we take our bags? He goes, no, the bags are heavy. Just leave them there. He said, wait a minute. I've heard this story a million times, and I loved it. We're going to leave our bags here, our luggage. Yeah. And they're going to be here. Yeah. Nobody's going to take it? No. Why? Psh, what, are you kidding? You're stealing? No. See, that's the beauty sometimes, the good parts of living in what you would be calling a totalitarian, fascistic regime. They don't like crime. It's a trade-off. You know the story behind the mob in Sicily and the mob in Cuba. Socialists, let's face it, Castro was a commie, but he was a totalitarian, authoritarian. That's what he was. There was no fooling around unless he did it. But in Italy and Sicily, the men of honor, il uomo di onore, the men of honor, those guys, when all of a sudden, here comes Mussolini, and don't forget Cesare More. More was his like chief of police, his Torquemada. Used to torture these people. They took off. They left. They said, you stay here with the sulfur mines. That's ours. Now, this is not the way to do it. And the people actually they weren't called the mafia. There was no such thing there. But but they needed them because of a very interesting story about the story of Sicily. From the beginning of time, Sicily was as you know, conquered by virtually everybody. The Phoenicians, the Carthaginians, you name it. The Canadians would have taken over. And the tribes people, the local folks have to turn to the men of honor. They didn't have a name for this. To handle beefs. Somebody, assaulted your daughter, that's why that Godfather theme is kind of interesting, where you go to Don Corleone, you go to him, you don't go to the police, you try, but we do it our way. And they kind of liked it. And they didn't really bother anybody, sorta. It's gotten out of hand right now. But I'm sorry. I love the idea of law and order. I love this. I absolutely crave the idea of I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to rob you. I'm going to leave you alone. I have no interest in touching you or your family or your daughter or your children. I'm not going to take any of your stuff. I want to be a good neighbor. If I'm making too much noise, you let me know. If the homeowners association says bring in your garbage cans, I bring in the garbage cans. I follow the rules. I love the rules. I love it. I'm crazy that way. I'm crazy about that. I'm a nut. I love the rules. That's what I'm going to do. Period. And I want to live in a society where people do that. And I believe, I know this sounds terrible, in militias. I don't believe that there is a need for us to necessarily turn our problems over to the police. The Constitution under the Second Amendment refers to militias. And when you're in, did you look up Tenchcox yet? Tenchcoxe? It might be pronounced Cokes for all I know, but we went and we saw his grave, his tomb in Philly. This may sound crazy, but we don't have to ask for permission for this. If we want to say, hey, listen, I have a deal for you. I have no problem. Let's say you live in a community, all right? You live in a community, you live whatever it is, 4, 5, 6 blocks, and you go and you say, let's meet at whatever's house. Okay, good. We're going to have our own security. We'll do it. Drive around the house. I love the idea of security. I just love that. And I don't think, I don't think you should take physical actions. The Brad. Thank you, Brad. But I don't see why you can't do this and say, okay, we found you. That's it. We're taking care of this. We're taking care of this. You don't have to ask the police. Excuse me, can we have a militia? No. Okay. No. Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia. We should also have education militias. We have to completely just get rid of public education. Listen, I'm going to change the subject. Now listen to me very carefully. I don't know how to break this to you. And I mean this. But there are people in the world, and I'm not going to go too much into detail, but there are people who are never going to be learnable. They won't learn. They're not educable. They don't care about things. School to them is a rite of passage or a child care or something. And we know who they are. And we should put together a little community place. Just go to the community. We'll give you a certificate of attendance. Hey! We'll give it a name. Like Benjamin Franklin School with a lowercase s, so you'll know. Well, yeah. You know what I mean? But you go there, and you can have a little team, and you can play, and you can date, and you go there. You're over there. See, you're in school. It'll qualify. We'll give you something. Because let's face it, you can't speak, you can't write, you're a mutt. Nobody in your family has ever even gotten near junior college, which is fine, or high school, or anything for that matter. So you're going to be over here. Now, then we go and we scour the area. And we say, who are the real smart people? And we have class of these smart people. And if they're 100% white, great. If they're 100% black, great. If they're 100% non-binary Alsatians with a limp, I don't care. Meritocracy. You're smart. And we're going to treat you like gold. You're going to be our heroes. You're going to be the way we treat sports heroes, we're going to treat you like that. You're going to be the golden boy and golden gal. Again, gender, don't care about it. Don't care about it. Race, don't care about it. Because we're going to have to go against people from other countries, Europeans and Asians, and these are scary, scary people, and they're scary smart. And we're going to be living in a world right now with AI and AGI, and let me tell you something. You may not like this, but you ain't seen nothing yet. And I want to officially say it's over. I'm the despotic leader. And in some respects, I'll make Xi Jinping look like Mr. Rogers. Now, I don't believe in having, camps and all this. No. And may I tell you something? And I want you to take this the right way and don't take it the wrong way. But when you tell me anything about Xi Jinping, anything, or Macron, or good, bad, or Putin, or anybody, I will take it under advisement. I'll say, okay, thank you for that, but I'm not going to believe it. I don't believe anything you say. Anything. I don't believe anything you say. Anything. I got to understand context. We have friends of ours. We haven't seen her. I don't know where she is right now, but Mrs. L had a friend. We know more Chinese people than you can imagine. And both basically, said, got no problem, got no beef. They're great. I think they're retired at like, what are they, 50, 40 some years old? I don't know what the hell they are. They're retired. And they're like, we're happy. They go outside. They have their thing. We're not walking around dissenters. Maybe that's not good. Maybe that's not your cup of tea. All I know is they're telling us straight up, we're not making this up. They're happy. There may be other problems. Don't know about this. I'm not defending China, but unless I live there, I don't believe anything. During the 30s, 40s, 50s, when black people were being just, oh my God, mistreated, and most folks, I wasn't here then, but said, I don't know anything about this. I'm not in favor of this. I'm not, it's wrong, but it's not in our city. It's not here. That's over there. That's in the South. It's wrong. But yet the world looked at us like just one big Klan meeting or something. I say, no, it was too much. Same thing with people look at, for example, they go, oh, you live in New York? Oh my God. It's like, have you been here before? No. Well, you know what was the highest crime rate? Some other cities are really, Portland, you can forget it. Now, I think what I'm trying to tell you is that unless you know what you're talking about, keep your mouth shut. And if I ran for office, I say, I'm going to tell you one thing and one thing only. Yeah, I do the best of it. Yeah. But let me tell you something. You vote for me for whatever it is, and I promise you, you will live in the safest city you have ever seen in your life. But I need your commitment. You got to agree with me. I'm going to do some stuff. Some people aren't going to like it. Criminals. Oh, I'm going to get aggressive. Oh, yeah. But if you don't want me, don't vote for me. I understand. But if you want me, I'll fix this place up. But you got to back me up on this. We'll make mistakes, but we'll keep them to a minimum. But you just wait. I'm going to hire the best people. You will see a police presence. You'll think, wow. Look at all these police. I don't know if I like this. But your 8-year-old daughter could walk home from a movie by herself at 11 o'clock at night and nobody will touch her. So what do you want? Do you want that? Or do you want to live in a world where we have all kinds of... Yeah, I think I know where you want to live. I want to bring community. I told you this thing. I'm going to tell you a story. I got a friend of mine. I'm not going to give up his name, but he's a pretty serious, what you would call a conservative type media fellow. He told me he lived in China years ago. And he said there were signs on the on the poles that said something about, if you have a problem, if anybody bothers you, you call me. My name is Sergeant or Captain or whatever. I'm with the police, whatever the area. Call me. Here's my cell number because I'm in charge of this. And I like my job. And if I don't do a good job, they're going to remove me and put somebody else in there. So you call me. Oh. He said it was the greatest thing in the world. You call me. Anybody bothers you, you call me. Forget 911. You call me. I'll come. And the word got out. Don't go to this neighborhood. Don't go to Captain Lee or Chang or whatever his name is. Don't go there. And they also did something else. He was talking to somebody one time. And he said, we're pretty rough. He said, let me ask you a question. He said, what would happen if somebody raped your daughter or killed your daughter? What would happen? Just rape your daughter. This is terrible to say this. What would happen? The guy'd probably just go to prison, maybe. Today could even get let loose. I don't know. Right? Right? He says, you know what would happen in China? Guess. And fast. And you know what? We have an idea that where you do it to one of us, or you, it's like you did it for everybody. We're all Chinese. Ford Frey says, regarding the presidency, it seems like we're all focused on the 2024 election. However, I'm equally concerned about the next 16 months. Carmelita is currently next in line. Ford, thank you very much, by the way, for your kindness. Ford, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, my friend. It doesn't matter. You could take a... I don't know. Here we go. This is my magic pickle. This is a pickle ornament. And you could put this in the vice president or in the president, and you would say, it doesn't matter. Because whether it's Carmelita Harris, whether it's Biden, whether it's Gavin Newsom, who will be the next president, they're going to have a pen. They say, here's this story. Here you go. Sign this. Sign your name. Sign this. Thank you. And you're going to say this about transgender this, and you're going to say this about the school debt, and that's it. It doesn't really matter. So feel better about that phrase. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's true. It's like something I've never seen anything like that. Notice how Bobby Kennedy's been kind of quiet. I'm waiting for him all of a sudden to go away. Remember, when you walk in, Charles Manson used to do this thing called creepy qualities. I think he'd go break into people's houses and move furniture. They come home and say, "Hey, what the hell's going on here? What if you walked in, your couch is over here now?" It's like, wait a minute, that freaks people out. It's like something's weird here. Something's sort of strange. And so it's based upon our ability to notice what's missing. Older people are better at telling the difference between this situation and that situation. That's called judgment. So if all of a sudden you see, hey, where is this? Have you noticed Tucker Carlson is just he's that leaf. They're just kind of like, okay. Hey, I saw on YouTube, he's on with Ben Shapiro. Oh, that's nice. Good for Ben Shapiro, but not. You notice that? It's just kind of, what's happening next? Who's next? Where's it going? You know who's kind of doing like this? DeSantis. You know who's not is Trump. Trump's not done yet. So notice what to pay attention to. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, my dear friends, tomorrow's the 4th, as people say. What is everybody doing? Anybody got any big plans? We'll talk about that tomorrow. RFK's in New Hampshire today. Good, Alan. That's excellent. That's excellent. Chappaquiddick? You mean Chappaquiddick? Marshmaz? Mary Jo Kopechne? Mary Jo Kopechne, by the way, I heard an interesting story. She might have been alive in the car, in the backseat, and Teddy may not have even known she was there. That's all. Just notice, just be able to look at things and say, I wonder what's going on. This one's big, this one's not, this one's here. Things just sort of change. Next thing you know, it's gone. It just happens. Things just go away. I'm very good at trying to keep an eye on what's happening and what's changing. Okay, my friends. Now, do me a great and a big, very, very important favor. I want you to do this. This is Mrs. L's YouTube channel. You have been terrific. Absolutely splendiferous in your support of her. Where in the hell is this? Where in the name of... Just a second. Where is this? Why am I asking you? You don't know. Stand by. Here we go. There we go. All right. I gotta label this a little bit better. Pardon me for that delay, that inordinate delay. Here we go. This is her email, her YouTube channel. Please follow it. Please sign up. Please subscribe. It's a very, very important, very, very critical thing. And you have a great and a glorious day. Thank you so much. And by the way, forgot to mention our dear friends at mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. Did you see their 4th of July specials? Unbelievable. Use promo code Lionel or mypillow.com/Lionel. Get a free gift. The link's right there. A free gift as opposed to a gift you pay for. All right, dear friends. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful night. It was such a pleasure speaking with you. And Ford Frey, thank you so much. You were terrific. Oh, and the Brad, thank you as well. And to our good friend, Mowerman USA. Welcome back, dear friend. Welcome back, and thank you for your generosity and your love. We'll see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel, 8 a.m. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.